Good evening, everyone. This is Professor Hill's short video for our class Introduction to Ethics, Philosophy 2306 here at St. Philip's College for the summer one term. And it's still actually the 23rd, Wednesday, the 23rd of June, 2021. I made a video earlier, but I wanted to talk not just about the Nash family and about eugenics, which is an important part of that case study, but also about the lens we're going to use to look at it, which is this kind of battle between consequentialism and non-consequentialism. So it turns out that one good way to look at the difference between these two, between consequentialism, which is thinking based on the outcomes, trying to weigh and measure your decision, and what's the best thing to do, the right thing to do based on the consequences or the outcomes, versus the principles involved. Say that there's rules and principles that we need to learn and apply to case studies. Two different ways of thinking about things. And as we've already seen, sometimes it makes sense to try to take, like a utilitarian perspective, a consequence-based, outcome-based philosophical approach. We saw that in the short video when they were talking about, just like, for example, what's the best way to spend government tax dollars on roads? Government takes in tax dollars from everybody, and then we build a highway system, which is a combination of streets and avenues and thoroughfares, but then also highways and interstates. And we put this together in a way where, rather than trying to benefit just like one person, like a whole highway system built for me and a convenient, nice, easy trip between my home and St. Philip's College. But no, it's designed to maximize the efficiency or the utility of the system for everybody. And so, you got to put resources where it's going to have the most good for the most people. And that's a kind of a logical approach for that type of problem in terms of what's the best way, what's the right way to spend this collected pot of money in terms of transportation needs of a community. We also saw that sometimes, rather than looking at the outcomes or the consequences, that there's just a rule that applies. And one, again, example we've already seen is like, you find a wallet and it's got money in it. And your first thought is, yay, money. I've got a stake in this. I found the wallet. I'm going to, be rich. But then, you also then find a driver's license and identification and a business card with a phone number. And now you're thinking, I really should return this wallet to the person that lost it. And somehow now it's just like, rather than the consequences, even if they cut against your own interest, you're thinking, I should really return this wallet to the person. That's the right thing to do. It's a rule that says I should return this property to the rightful owner, even if that has a negative consequence for me. Even if I really needed the money, I still need to return it. So these are examples we've seen already. And again, the thing that I posted today now is about the trolley problem. And you'll see that what I posted has 3 different versions of it. And they're designed to kind of push you back and forth between these 2 different approaches. So I want you to watch the 3 versions. Think to yourself honestly about what your response would be. And see if, as you get kind of pushed back and forth, what's that a reflection of? Is it a reflection of you moving from consequentialist to deontology and then back to consequentialism? Maybe that's the experience of a lot of people. But also, again, to make this clear, I mentioned earlier this kind of funny, popular television show, The Good Place. There's another excerpt from an episode that they have which gets at this very issue, the trolley problem. It's a little gross, but remember, hey, it's just, a television show. So it's all fiction. No pixels were harmed in the making of this television show. But again, it also gets at this issue about what's the moral philosophy behind our decisions. And we can see what happens when that gets stressed. And we feel like we're being pushed back and forth between these two different extremes. So take a look at the video. Give it all a thought. We can visit some more tomorrow, Thursday. The essays are due at midnight tomorrow night, the 24th. But take a look at the trolley problem. Think about it a little bit, and we'll talk again soon. All right. Take care. Bye.